All right, take two. All right, this is Chad Campbell back with Redesign You Whole Family Care on day 5 of my COVID journey. And today, my wife Jean, the certified functional health coach, is with me. So, as an update for me, feeling much better. My um, fevers are gone. The energy is weird. It just kind of comes and goes. Like we took a short walk, and just from that short walk, just the tiredness comes right back. But the body aches are better as well. The only thing that I've really noticed that's been really weird for me is my thinking process. She's laughing at me, but my cognitive thinking, like I saw patients today doing some Zoom visits, and just my processing and explaining things to them was a little bit of a struggle that I've never experienced before. Otherwise, I'm doing wonderful. I'm feeling good. I'm getting better each day. However, my beautiful bride here and both of my kids started having the symptoms as well. So I wanted her to explain a little bit of what she's been experiencing since yesterday.
Mm-hmm.
Yesterday. Yeah. Go ahead.
Yesterday, I woke up with a headache, pretty bad headache. And I also woke up with chest congestion and body ache. I didn't have a fever until last night, and then it was just a low grade fever. But mostly I felt like I had the flu. And most of the time when I get sick, I end up having some type of chest issue, such as bronchitis or some other issue where and so it's just kind of like the same for me. Right today, I don't feel as bad as I did yesterday, and I've only had a low grade fever. I've been able to get up and move around quite well. So I guess we'll see what happens this evening if it gets worse again. But so far, it's been very flu-like for me.
Okay. Yeah, and so both of our kids started with the fevers as well. But they're kids. They are resilient. They have a fever of 100, both of them, which is staying right there. And they look sick, but their energy is all over the place. They're still dancing and singing. And we're over here like, slow down. We can't even keep up with you guys. And they're like, we're sick. It's good. We're all good stuff. So I do want to bring up a couple things. We do realize where I ended up getting it from was from work then the night before Thanksgiving, because my EMA also came down with this as well. We had a lot of exposures that night, and there were a lot of really sick people that night. There's been some questions, do we wear masks? And we take ridiculous precautions. If you've watched any of the past videos in the past, we have a backdoor entrance. Nobody's allowed in the office. The backdoor entrance, they have to come in the back door. They're taken to very specific rooms. In those rooms, all the screening is done in there. Everybody is masked up with N95s that we wear all day long, whether we're seeing chronic patients, sick patients, regular visits, it doesn't matter. We all wear N95s the entire time. We wash our hands between each person, and then after our night is over, for me, I take a shower, I do nasal lavages, I change my clothes before I go home, and we do a lot of precautions. And it just goes to show that yes, even though you do everything you can possibly do, sometimes you still just get this virus. And unfortunately, my wife and kids get to experience occupational hazards that I have, and they get to suffer those consequences too. But for all of those who are continue to pray for us, we appreciate it. And we hope that, again, that whatever we are learning on this journey, that will help somebody else in theirs as well. So to close this out, I just wanted to ask my wife one thing that she's learned through this journey that's been a struggle, as a wife and a mom, if she could share that.
Hmm. Well, I think the hardest part is um, watching everyone around you be sick and then you get sick. That was hard because Chad was sick for 3 or 4 days before I got sick. Um, and so that was, wasn't as difficult as it is now because I don't feel well. And so I don't feel like doing every mommy thing that I usually do. And then seeing my children get sick, my son is now developing a cough, and that kind of bothers me. Um, I have a cough every now and then with the congestion. Um, but I just don't want to see them sick. I don't want to have see them go through it. Although everything says that children are not affected, not all children, I should say, are affected like adults are. So, my hope is that it's just a cold for them. It kind of just moves beyond them and then it's over. So I think those are some of the most difficult things, is watching the people around you that you care for, they're sick. Um, and then it's hard for you to function to your fullest ability to care for them as you're sick. So I guess that, that's kind of the hardest thing. And then, I think another thing that I've learned is allowing other people to care for you while you're not up to the task 100%. That's what I'm learning is to allow, my husband to care for us and to cook for us. um,
Because
which
we
is
can't go
good.
anywhere.
No, because we're kind
Can't
of in
take anything
lockdown.
out.
Yeah, because we can't go anywhere to go eat. So to allow someone else, it's not his normal day-to-day task to cook us meals. Although he does, and he does a good job at it. That's not what he normally does. Um, so it's just hard for me to sit, aside and watch him do that without helping him or without participating in things. Um, so it's good lessons learned to allow people to do things for you. Um, and to rest. Rest is very important. I don't rest 100% of the time because I've always believed that movement is important, even when you're sick, because of what it does for your body and how it helps you. Um, but it's going to be interesting to see what happens over the next couple of days.
We do taking this time with our family, and we take a couple walks a day and get outside and try to just move with the kids. We again want this to hopefully help somebody in their journey. So if you have any questions at all about what we're going through, comments, um, stuff that we would recommend, any of that, please just send a question and or the comments, and we will be more than happy to respond. All right. Thank you, and we will talk to you tomorrow.